Hey everyone, it's Carrie. Today we are at HomeSense in Dr. Phillips, Florida. HomeSense is owned by the same company as HomeGoods. This location here, we've kind of got them next to each other, HomeGoods and HomeSense. We're going to go in and we are going to check out what's new today. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back everyone. I'm happy that you're all here. We'll hit HomeGoods also, but that video will come tomorrow. So we've got a lot of furniture back in the stores. All the patio furniture is gone. Summer is no longer a big thing at the stores. You might find some small clearance sections. That blanket, really pretty at $25. The sofa, loose back pillows on that. That one is $600. It's really pretty blue. We've got some fun blue swivel chairs here. Those big black cushion pillow things, that's not part of that. They've just got them stuck in there, but those are $300 each. I can't believe we're in August. School is starting back. The summer, what happened to the summer? It just was gone. These are $250. They are that kind of like microfibery type of material. It's not leather, it's not, anyhow. It's microfiber, I think, is the only thing I can call that one. This is a nice, good pinstripe. This one is $800, and it's a blue color. Sometimes I wonder if the camera picks up. You would almost think it was gray, but it definitely was blue. So HomeSense has a lot more furniture compared to HomeGoods. HomeGoods has far more pots, pans, dishes, smaller decorative items, things like that. So that's kind of how these two stores work next to each other, but there's plenty of times where I come in here and I go next door and it's the same exact products. These are genuine leather chairs. Those are $400 each and they swivel. All the back to college storage, hangers, laundry baskets, all the little things that they all need when they head back. So these were really pretty. These are also, they were leather. They came in at $400 each. Pillows and blankets not included. $600 for this couch. Lots of good neutrals in here. Good neutral sofas and chairs. I was trying to see the chairs behind it. I thought for a moment the materials matched, but they did not. I like the styling on this particular chair. We've got another sofa tucked away back here. This one is $1,500. They had a full-size sofa and a love seat that matched that set there. Lots of good greens still. I think this has kind of been like the year of green. So these nightstands, those were $150, and I have seen those at HomeGoods. We've got some green different ottomans in here. Some nightstands and or end tables, however you want to use those. That one is $130. That white piece on top, it was like a quartz type material. I love this one here. I love the color of the wood. I like the top on there. It looks like it's marble. I'm not sure if it is or not. Sometimes you get the marble look, but it's the durability of quartz. The ottomans, those little footstools, those were all right at $60, $59.99. That super fun green nightstand, we've seen that at HomeGoods also. Lots of little nesting tables in here. I'll peek at some of the Halloween while we're up here also. I did check out lamps today. There were no new lamps to speak of, so we're not going to cover lighting today, but HomeSense has a much larger lighting area, so kind of peek off there to the left. I do have it in my other videos, but between the last time I was here and this time, there was nothing new to speak of. Lots and lots of Halloween. And I know there's so many people that will, pop in the comments and just say, hey, it's too soon. I understand we're well in advance of Halloween. The issue is they have to get through the Halloween merchandise for people that purchase it and then need to be able to decorate, still have time to decorate, and then make way for Christmas, which I feel like Christmas is in the stores by October. Christmas is fully in Hobby Lobby right now. So I know it feels like we're kind of rushing through the seasons. I get it. But for a lot of us who are pretty darn excited to decorate for the holidays, finding things ahead of time and having them ready to go when we're ready to decorate just makes life a little bit easier. I am really, really loving all of the little pink and purple and cute that is going with Halloween this year. We've got a vintage cat here. That's another thing I absolutely love is vintage Halloween decor. What kind of, let me know in the comments, what is are you vintage? Are you cute? Are you just traditional pumpkins? Maybe you don't decorate for Halloween. That's cool too. Look at this little cutie with her big bow, and he's got his big boo sign back here. I'm definitely a little bit more on the fancy, glammy, kind of elegant side of Halloween. That's where I tend to land. My friends joke that I could make like a whole thing with spiders and bats look super fancy. And this year will be kind of interesting decorating because we're in an apartment temporarily till we figure out where we want to move next. So all of our Halloween stuff is in storage. We do have some cute Thanksgiving items in here, some beautiful pumpkins. That is one thing this year. The pumpkins, super, super fancy, super elegant. I absolutely love it. There's a nice little simple piece of artwork like this. I love that. Big fancy cornucopia there. And some of these glass pumpkins, some of them light up. So check the tags because you'll see a little thing that'll say, hey, I light up. And a lot of these are at Home Goods also. So that's what I mean when I say, so both stores are owned by the same company. There's a lot of overlapping merchandise. So if you see it in this video, you might see it over at Home Goods. And if it's something that I know for sure I've seen at Home Goods, I try to let everyone know that. Got some more artwork. It's super lightweight artwork also, by the way. It's really cute. One is $13. I'm just doing a little more browsing today. So this floral arrangement I have seen at Home Goods and HomeSense. That one was $60, very pretty. I also love that the fake pumpkins this year, I feel like they've stepped it up a little bit. They are definitely more real looking than they've ever been before. All the fall florals, oh my goodness. $30 here, this one is $50. I love the vibrancy that mums give in the fall. When I lived in Texas, it's just because the heat, they would get spent so fast, and I just felt like it was hard to maintain them. I don't even know if we can grow mums here in Florida. Does anyone Any of my Florida friends, do you know that? Can we do mums here? Is it mostly in flower pots? These are all fabric over here. So this whole pile of pumpkins over here, $25. These are beautiful fabric ones. I love the patterns on some of those. And some really pretty, I like this one here, how it goes kind of orange and then down to the yellow. That one is $25. A big sunflower one here with some eucalyptus in there. So these that I'm showing you up top, it's a really thin wood that they use to make those wreaths. And I'll step back and show you, this is kind of what their floral area looks like. So you've got your little, everything from your boxwoods up top on the left. You've got some wreaths on the, over on the right. Then down below you had some of the kind of the pick, stick, whatever you call that, florals. That is a really cool footstool. Lots of little footstools and ottomans in and around the store today. So there's 3 different sizes in here. The largest one is 60, then it goes 50, and then down to 40. I'll see if you can, sometimes I have to hold the camera way up high to kind of show you all what is on top of that, but it was a really pretty table. So that one there is $70. That one's a little bit more than some of the others we've looked at. I'm gonna have to maybe compare prices over to Home Goods. For some reason, I'm feeling like that one might have been $59 over at Home Goods. I'll report back on that if I can find it. I would think they're the same exact prices. So it's $150 for those end tables on each side. These are fun looking. They have the marble look on them. They're $80. I'm a huge fan of marble. I love real marble. You have to be very careful with it. It's very porous, so always use a coaster, because if you spill something on it, it will soak right in. That table is super cool. Okay, I like these. These like little mini cake domes. But also football season. So we've got the little laces on the side for the handle. That is a Ray Dunn coffee cup. I think this is an olive wood. It is. $13 for that one. What does this one say? So this is another football one. It says Hut Hut Hike. $10. Oh, it's Charlie Brown. Snoopy. That's so fun. Also a Ray Dunn cup. That wood stand is $15. What else do we have down here? Some trays and bowls. They still have some of the strawberries. That was a very big line that came in for the spring and summer. Same with the cherries. Those were also really popular. They're starting to kind of head out of the stores. Some good classic white bowls down here. Let's see what else we have. The strawberry ones with the blue stripe. Those are pretty, those dishes. So these green dishes I have seen both at Home Goods and Home Sense, both the darker and the light. In fact, a lot of these items that we're looking at right now, you're going to see these over at Home Goods when you go. This particular Mikasa set with the blue flowers, that has been in a lot of the stores. That's really cool. This one's not a Mikasa, but it is really cool. They had some box sets down here too. These are $25 for a 12 set. Check Checking out some more of the Halloween. I don't normally, if you're new here, I don't normally start grabbing all these items off the shelf. We just kind of browse in here. I don't want to break anything. And I'm also trying not to be a complete menace and mess up the whole entire store. So if it's right here in the front, I'll show you. Look at this. Oh my gosh, little skeletons doing their yoga. Some little pumpkin bakers. Oogie Boogie is that green guy. He's from a movie. The pumpkin marble charcuterie tray there. That was really cool. Lots of little coffee cups. Let's see what else we have here. Oh, we have okay, so the skeleton tea kettle. We've seen that also over at Home Goods. These black and white dishes with these skeletons on it. Same thing over at Home Goods. Let's see if I can reach this one here and show you. So $6 for that. That was a little salad dish back there that goes with this set here, the one with the skeletons. We also have, is this a ghost? This is kind of a heavy dish right there, that little one with the ghost on it, so I'm not going to pick that one up. We have, is this a mummy? Oh, it is. It's a spoon rest. $5 for that one. That's pretty cool. But yes, that line with the skeletons, you are going to see that over at Home Goods. These are vintage looking. Love this. Little salt and pepper shakers. Those were $6. Let's see if I can bring this one out here carefully. I had not seen that little coffee cup with that set before, so that was pretty. Let's check out some of the fall in here. We get a little more into some cute items in here. Lots of little pumpkin ceramics. There's a really pretty picture right in the back. Can you see that picture back there that had the pumpkins on that one? The little brie baker. So that pumpkin one right there with the little wood spoon across the top. You can bake some brie cheese in there. To the right, that's a pumpkin kettle. Got some turkeys in here, some owls. Lots of serving, so I'm going to call these kind of low bar carts. I'm starting to see those a little bit more in the stores. So this is 3 levels of baskets. That one is $40. The other thing HomeSense has is a lot more credenzas, side cabinet sideboards. This one is $700. This one is $600. That one's kind of cool looking. And then they have these smaller size here. These are $100. Those had a file cabinet on the bottom of it. And they also sell full dining sets at the HomeSense store. So you'll see $700 for this one. You get your table and your 4 chairs. And the rug selection at HomeSense is significantly bigger than Home Goods. You will see some of the same rugs, but for the biggest variety, HomeSense has those. So we'll look at some of them today. Normally I need my husband with me to help me kind of like hold the rugs back, but they have this kind of open space in here, which made it possible for me to pull some of these back. So these are the bigger rugs over here. I love the pattern on this one. Can you see that kind of really pretty sage? That kind of like sage gray, a little bit of green. That one is $400. That is an 8x10. That's a really, really pretty pattern on that one. Let me jump through here, see what else we can find. This one is, that one comes in at $1,000. It's a higher end rug, definitely. Oh, it's silk. Okay. Yeah, that's bamboo silk. Wool and bamboo silk. That's why that one is as expensive as it is. It feels really nice though. Kind of contemporary. That was more of a contemporary pattern. This one here at 400. Lots of nice blues and creams. That's a really nice floral in that one. This is a Martha Stewart one. So let's see, 350. We've got some kind of golds, a little bit of gray cream. That's a pretty neat pattern though. Keep sliding through here. Here's that silk one again. Let me try pull these over here. Yeah, I was joking. I was telling my cousin that if I ever go missing, look for me in the rug department at HomeSense. It just means I got gobbled up by one of the rugs sliding back and knocking me out. So do have some of the tropicals left. Some of the tropical rugs, I have seen those going on sale. Sorry, these were getting a little bit too heavy over here, so let's see if I can pull this one back and we can. That is an 8x10. That one's $350 for that one. We may have to go to a smaller section of rugs. The 5x7s. Home Goods right now is chock full of 5x7 area rugs. So if you've been in the market for a 5x7 rug, Home Goods has tons of them. I've been to 4 different stores and all 4 of them have so many 5x7 rugs. Much the same as these. So you're going to see them $59, $69, $79, typically the price range. We've got a couple on sale in here. So here we go. We'll go over to the 5x8s. I think I can manage these a little easier. This is a rifle paper pattern. That's what that blue one was. $150 for this one. That's just a pretty kind of neutral with some green. That's really pretty. And this one here also really pretty, super soft also. That one had a very soft texture. $130. All right, now we're talking. Welcome to Florida. We have a whole full flamingo area rug. I love that, but where am I going to put that? Like right in the foyer of my house, so that way when my family comes to visit, they'll be like, sorry, I didn't want to start. I was going to start singing the Taylor Swift song, Florida. I won't do that. If you know the song, you know you're probably singing it in your head right now. I love this one with its kind of creamy blues in there. That one is only $99. This one has some really good kind of rust colors in here with the blues and greens. That's a cool looking rug. They had a few of those too. This one has, so it's a kind of the cream up top. There's jewel tones in the base of this one. So there's a berry, there's a red. Can you kind of see that berry color, the blue, some little kind of jewel tones hanging out below there. This one is just like that other one that we looked at. Pattern was, maybe it was a pattern a little bit different, but same kind of color scheme. That's a Ralph Lauren, that blue one. So this one is similar to that other floral one that I had told you feels really good when like the touch of it felt really nice. Just a different pattern. All right, this one feels very mid-century modern to me. $150 for this one. Good rust colors in that one too. That one has a green undertone. It's a really pretty blue. It's like blues, green, some cream. I like that one. That one's pretty cool too. Ooh, I also like that one. That would be really cool in an office space. That one's on sale for $119. It's got some green, some blue on a creamy background. I have seen this one before. I love it. $130 for that one. There's a big print floral on that one. I like that one also. That one is $150. There's our flamingo again. Cool as it is, not practical for me, so we'll take a pass on it. Although I do think it would be hilarious to have that in the foyer. It wouldn't fit in my apartment, but eventually when we get a house. This one is $150. That one's pretty cool. It's got a deep, like blue, like a dark blue undertone to that one, kind of below in the pattern. Sorry, sometimes as I'm like thinking of the colors and looking at it, I'm at a loss for words. Kind of a nice sagey silver in there. This one's a cool pattern. I don't think I've seen this one before. $130 for that one. So we got blues, a little bit of green in there too. They also had a really good selection of bar stools. These were new this week, the black ones. I've seen them in the brown. So those are $150. This one next to it comes in at $200. There's one more right here. This one here is a swivel one. That one's $150. And they had multiples of these. Sometimes they've got them up top, down below. Here's that brown color. And we have some new benches. So $150. I love this green. So they've had fabric ones. I actually have the same bench at home. Mine is a fabric gray, but that green leather type material, those are really cool. $35 on this art piece. We'll try to find some new art pieces that we've not seen before. Florals in here. We definitely still have a lot of tropicals. That one's pretty cool. That one comes in at $25 and then has another one down below that coordinates. Got some sailboats. We have this large whale tail up here. One is $50. Trying to see if there's anything new back there. This floral up here, super pretty. That one is $60. The Morris & Co. patterns, we have those. They're very, very popular at Home Goods also. I found Morris & Co. also sells washable rugs online. It came up, of course, in my algorithm, I think just because of my computer probably listening to me do these videos and out shopping. It's like, hey, she likes Morris & Co. Send her more videos, send her information. But it was kind of cool to see you can buy their washable rugs online. That is a 2-pack for $60. All right, this piece, I got to get this up here to show you this. I've not seen this one before. I love that one. That one's really cool. Sorry about the glare on that one up top. We have lots of these stools. These are also over at Home Goods. This one is $80. They did have some kitchen towels. Like I said, if you're looking for a huge variety of kitchen towels, you would go to Home Goods. They have some over here, just not to the large amount like Home Goods has. Some cute Halloween towels. Some fall colors in here. They always have a little bit of something for seasonal though. These are really pretty. I like that floral in there. Of course, we've got our little dogs over here, those little cuties. It's a good green. Got our little grumpy pumpkins. Our little grumpy pumpkins, but our happy ghosts. That looks like a little husband and wife ghost down there, maybe. We've got a little cat and dog, a skeleton. Those are salt and pepper shakers. They do have some more towels tucked away up here. We've got a few more Halloween coffee cups up here. This area was up by the register, so it had a few more items in here. We have a Mickey Mouse. Or actually, that's Minnie Mouse. But there were also some vintage items up here, which I love. Those little vintage pumpkins. A little mummy cat. What else do we have? Check out some of the bedding items over here. Lots of new patterns. Sheet sets, blankets. Sometimes it's just easier to kind of show when they set them up on these end caps than trying to dig among the pillows. This one here is really pretty though. Yeah, I think the hardest things to show in the stores, pillows and bedding, because they pack them in so tight that I have found over the year of doing this, it's really difficult to pull the pillows out without pulling a whole bunch of them out. And I think the bedding department is, see what I'm saying, when I pull one, the whole thing comes out. But this is a really pretty pillow here for the fall. The bedding department, I think, is about the same size here as it is at Home Goods. The pillows, I think my Home Goods probably has more pillows than HomeSense. These are really pretty though. Pumpkin there. But yeah, you see what I'm saying? When you pull one out, it starts to, because I'm only doing that one-handed. Oh, this Halloween one. That's super cute. What does this one say? It says literally dead. Oh my goodness, little pumpkin, or little ghost right there, but pumpkins over here. It's definitely a really good selection on pillows. Same thing with Home Goods. We'll kind of check that out in the weeks to come as all the more holiday items fill into the stores. Super exciting. I love this one here with the ghosts. We're going to start to make our way out here pretty soon. We'll check out a few more items and browse a little bit. There's one more credenza I want to show you that they had up front. This one here, I love this. Super cool. And this is what their normal pillow selection looks like. So a little bit more pared down. There's plenty of selection, but compared to Home Goods. And with that, everyone, we are going to start to head out. I got to get next door to Home Goods and go check out what's new over there. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope you all have an amazing day. I will see you all in the next video. Take care, everyone, and be safe.